it's possible that we could see some really interesting trades and players on the move in 2020.
Well, yeah, and interesting that, and we had a conversation before the show. So, last night, I get a text from, a good, well-placed source, right? And
someone in the know.
Correct, who basically said, that don't be surprised if you see Odell Beckham Jr. Get traded to the Minnesota Vikings for a 2 and a 5 next year. So the Odell, that's what, he was hearing. He said, don't be surprised if that deal does not go, it does not happen. That it's, it's not a done deal by any stretch of the imagination. I don't want to come on the airwaves and tell you that. But, the Cleveland Browns are having conversations with the Minnesota Vikings, and there have been talks about Odell getting dealt to Minnesota, and the cost back in return as of right now, or as of within the last 48 hours, has been a 2 and a 5 that would go back to Cleveland, and Odell Beckham Jr. then would be on his third team, which would be the Minnesota Vikings. Not a done deal by any stretch, but as we get inch closer and closer to next Thursday night, as we've had a lot of conversations here in New York about Odell Beckham Jr. when he was a Giant, and then he got moved to the Cleveland Browns, as we've broken down that deal time and time again, Maggie. And we know that Odell can be a divisive personality in year one based on performance and injury. It did not really work in Cleveland for Odell Beckham Jr. Now, maybe they decide they have Kevin Stefanski there. Maybe they decide to get out from underneath him after just that 1 year run with Beckham and figure out that it does not work. They've got new leadership in Cleveland right now. But that's what I was told last night, is that there are trade talks between the Browns and the Vikings about Odell Beckham Jr.